of the juniors for the weekend. 5, Jesse Hammond. 57, Riley Bain. Car 5, Josh Birch. 18, Xavier Crow. 23, Adam Reynolds. 70, Jake Lehman. And 48, Millie Fairbrass. Your 7 starters. Let's see how they handle the conditions with a little bit of water applied to the racetrack. Jesse Hammond won everything last night, albeit in a very small field. We are green, away we run. Hammond and Bain. Watch for the 70 car to make a move as they go down into turn number 1. They're getting around beautifully, actually. Lehman around the outside into 4th place. Xavier Crow 3rd, Bain 2nd. But the 5 car has run away with things in the early stages. Jesse Hammond, your leader after the opening lap. Bain, Crow, Lehman, Birch, Reynolds and Millie Fairbrass. This is the Top Star Juniors, the more experienced campaigners, as Jesse Hammond in car number 5 is disappearing off into the sunset as we come out of Palmer's Corner to complete lap number 2. 3 wide for 2nd place, and sneaking down the inside might be the 70 car of Jake Lehman. He does. Goes underneath of Bain. Bain runs wide and Crow goes back to 3rd. Bain back to 4th. Reynolds 5th. Then Millie Fairbrass, and last of the 7 is Josh Birch. Up into Palmer's Corner they go again. Might need to water the infield soon the way that dust is going. Hammond, race leader from Lehman. Back then to the 18 car of Crow, Bain. And then back to Reynolds, Fairbrass and Birch. The battle is on for 3rd, 4th and 5th between Crow, Bain and Reynolds, as Lehman has got away from those 3. And our leader, Jesse Hammond, at the halfway mark, has a commanding lead. It's 2.5 seconds. Back to Jake Lehman in 2nd place, Xavier Crow, Riley Bain, and then Adam Reynolds. They're the first 5. Back to Millie Fairbrass. And Josh Birch, is great to have him back out there after he clobbered the wall while leading in the opening race last night. So Jesse Hammond has got 5 down in the books. Has got 3 to go. Lehman 2nd, then Xavier Crow 3rd, Riley Bain, Reynolds still in 5th place. Back then to the 48 of Millie Fairbrass, and Josh Birch rounds them out. No change in the race order. This time around, 6 down and 2 to go in this first heat of the KJB Top Stars. Jesse Hammond well clear from Lehman, then Crow from Bain, from Reynolds. Still this battle for 3rd rages on. Back in 6th place is Millie Fairbrass, and Birch rounds out the 7. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go. Hammond leads. Back to Lehman. Here's the battle for 3rd, Crow, Bain and Reynolds. Oh, and the last 2 cars have had it coming together. One's on the infield and one has gone up towards the wall. Millie Fairbrass just missed the concrete. And the other car was Josh Birch, who catapulted onto the infield. And we've gone yellow. But certainly a lot. Millie Fairbrass going back into P6. So it's a 2-lap restart. And as I mentioned, the lead for Jesse Hammond was 3 seconds. And the white flag had been brought out. He doesn't have that luxury now. And he has Jake Lehman for company. We're back under green. Lehman will be all over the back end, no doubt about that. Down into turn number 1. He is Xavier Crow, Riley Bain and Adam Reynolds, the first 5. Then Fairbrass and Birch. Those 3 again continue that battle for 3rd place. But Lehman is all over the back bumper of car number 5. Bain looking to come under Crow. Reynolds goes under both of them. As we've got a lap to go, Reynolds goes sideways. Bain might go back to 4th. As we go out of Cardinals Corner, still that battle rages for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Lehman, meanwhile, within a car length of Jesse Hammond. Up into the top turn, the final time. And Jesse Hammond is going to prevail, you'd think. Comes across the line and wins by not very much. It's car 5, Jesse Hammond, the winner. From Jake Lehman, Xavier Crow, Adam Reynolds and Riley Bain, who had that titanic struggle all the way through. Then Millie Fairbrass in car number 48 and Josh Birch rounds out the 7. getting right to the pointy end there. So, yellow lights are flashing, about to get this one underway. Xavier Crow and Adam Reynolds on the front row. Lehman and Fairbrass. Hammond and Bain. And Josh Birch off the back. 7 cars to do battle. Much pleasanter conditions than yesterday, where it got to 38. Not a cloud in the sky today as we go green. Whoa, and a hip and shoulder here in the front straight. Whoa! And the car that's for sale nearly was upside down. But that's how durable it is, because it landed on 4 wheels and kept on going. Down the back straight we go. Xavier Crow, your race leader, and it has done a bit of damage. The 70 car is on the infield. Xavier Crow is your leader as they move down the main straight. Hammond, Bain, Reynolds. Well, another collision here in the front straight. Birch into the side of Fairbrass, and Fairbrass will continue on. Meanwhile, back of the ranch, the 5 car takes the lead. Well, this has been action-packed in the first lap and a half. Here comes Xavier Crow back on the outside of Jesse Hammond. Riley Bain comes through on the inside, takes second place. Back then to Adam Reynolds. A gap back then to Birch. And Millie Fairbrass is half a lap behind after the contact that she had with car number 5 of Josh Birch. Down the back straight they run. The other car, number 5, is our race leader, Jesse Hammond. Running right down the main straight. 57 in second place is Riley Bain. Back then to Xavier Crow. 4th place is Adam Reynolds. Then Birch and Fairbrass. The battle is for second place as they come into the main straight with 4 down and 4 to go. Hammond, Bain, Crow, Reynolds, Birch and Fairbrass. That's still the race order. So head down the back straight. Car number 5 showing them a clean back bumper. In fact, they won't be able to see that back bumper shortly. Xavier Crow goes back to second place underneath of Riley Bain, who ran wide out of 4. That's the battle for second place. 2.5 laps left to go though for Jesse Hammond. Crow in second. Bain gives him a little love tap on the back end. So run down the back straight back to Adam Reynolds. 5th place is Josh Birch and Millie Fairbrass. Bain back under Crow. Bain back to second place. Crow on the outside. They run side by side down into turn number 1. Our race leader, meanwhile, Jesse Hammond, goes around the outside of Millie Fairbrass. Xavier Crow, door handle to door handle now with Riley Bain. Pokes the nose back into second place. They go up into Palmer's corner. Out of 4 they come. The white flag is out. Good battle for second. Xavier Crow back to second. Bain back to third, and Reynolds is 4th. They'll have to lap Millie Fairbrass in this last lap. Which way will they go? They've both gone wide. Crow, here comes Bain back underneath. Side by side, but Millie Fairbrass might be in the way. They've both gone around the outside. Hammond the leader and the winner. Bain back to second, and Riley Bain will get second. Third will go to Xavier Crow, then Adam Reynolds. Good race for second and third. Back then to Josh Birch in 5, and Millie Fairbrass rounds them out in car number 48. But no doubt about Jesse Hammond. He won by 5 and a bit seconds over Riley Bain, Xavier Crow, Adam Reynolds, Josh Birch and Millie Fairbrass. And unfortunately we lost Jake Lehman on the first lap, where he nearly became an astronaut as things got a little untidy at the start. So hopefully everything's okay with Jake and we can get him out there in the next one in just a moment. So we're about to go green. Millie Fairbrass and Josh Birch. Jake Lehman, Riley Bain. We are green. 8 laps the journey. 3 wide. As Jake Lehman goes to the lead. Birch on the outside. Riley Bain is in there. Right round the outside goes Jesse Hammond in car number 5. Moves into second place. Bain back to third. Birch in 4th. Then Adam Reynolds in 5th place as they move down the back straight. Then we've got Josh Birch and Xavier Crow. Sorry, Millie Fairbrass and Xavier Crow. But it's Jake Lehman who leads. Back in second is Jesse Hammond. 3rd place is Riley Bain, then Josh Birch. Reynolds is 5th. Back in 6th is Xavier Crow, and Millie Fairbrass rounds out the 7. Up into Palmer's corner. Jesse Hammond was 0.7 of a second behind Jake Lehman the last time around. The margin is 0.8 of a second now. So nothing really ventured on that last circulation. Back to Riley Bain in third, Birch fourth, Xavier Crow looking for an outside move. Concrete wall loomed up large as Adam Reynolds is ahead of him, and back then to Millie Fairbrass. 3 down and 5 to go in the final qualifying race of the weekend for the Top Star Juniors. And it's Jake Lehman by 0.9 of a second over Jesse Hammond. Riley Bain in third, back to Adam Reynolds in fourth, then Josh Birch. Xavier Crow goes underneath of him, and back in seventh place is Millie Fairbrass. Here's the speed shot for those at home. Here's our leader, Jake Lehman, through. Jesse Hammond in second place. On the outside, Bain. The inside, Reynolds. Back then to Crow and Birch. And then at the back is Millie Fairbrass. Well, Jake Lehman has extended the margin as this one extends with 3 to run. Remembering this is the car that's for sale. And Jake in his last ever race in junior sedans moves down the main straight. Jesse Hammond in second. Reynolds, Bain, Crow, Birch, and back at the tail of the field is car 48 of Millie Fairbrass. Our race leader comes out at turn number 4 once again and into the main straight with 2 laps to go. Lehman from Hammond. Here comes third, Reynolds. Bain runs wide. Xavier Crow underneath, then back to Birch and Millie Fairbrass. As they come out of turn 3 and 4, the white flag will come out this time around. 1 lap of Collie to go for Jake Lehman, who's extended the margin to 2 seconds now. Jesse Hammond in second place. Back in third is Adam Reynolds. Fourth place is Xavier Crow, then Riley Bain, Josh Birch and Millie Fairbrass. But the further this one went, the further he got in front. And Jake Lehman returns to victory lane. He wins the final qualifying heat of the weekend. Jesse Hammond in second. Up for third is Adam Reynolds in car number 23. Xavier Crow will round out the top 4, followed by Riley Bain, Josh Birch, and last to complete the distance was Millie Fairbrass. Legend cars, and then the Ampol Collie Championship for production sedans will round out our night. Still to come. Jesse Hammond has been unbeaten this weekend. Until he's won 5 of the 6 heat races. Jake Lehman won the last one in heat 6. Let's see how it unfolds as Jesse Hammond leads this one through from Adam Reynolds. Xavier Crow. Underneath goes Riley Bain. Jake Lehman's there in 5th place at the moment. Xavier Crow's out on the highway. He's gone back a spot. Lehman up to 4th. Looking for a move on Riley Bain. Jesse Hammond, your leader. From Reynolds. From Bain. From Lehman. Back in 5th place, Xavier Crow, Fairbrass and Birch. Down the main straight we run. 2 down and 10 to go for Jesse Hammond. Leads by 1.1 seconds on Adam Reynolds. Riley Bain still 3rd. 4th is car 70, Jake Lehman. Then Xavier Crow, Millie Fairbrass. Further back then to Josh Birch. And Jake Lehman's in trouble. 70 car, not the way he wants to finish his junior career. He'll finish on the infield. So the 70 car retires. And Jesse Hammond running right away with this junior sedan main event. Adam Reynolds in second, Riley Bain, then Xavier Crow. Back in 5th place, Millie Fairbrass. And the last of the 6 is Josh Birch. Another one gone. Riley Bain's gone. So now they really are spread out like Brown's cows. 5 down, 7 to go. Jesse Hammond leads with Riley Bain and Jake Lehman on the infield. Xavier Crow 3rd, Millie Fairbrass, and back then to Josh Birch. Well, this race has certainly petered out with still half a dozen laps to go. Jesse Hammond has just done a 21.489 second lap. Adam Reynolds at 21.8. Xavier Crowe 21.8. Millie Fairbrass 22.5 and Josh Birch at 22.8 second lap. So race leader comes out of turn number 4. Completes lap number 7, 5 to run. Jesse Hammond is out by 3.6 seconds on Adam Reynolds. Back then to Xavier Crowe, Millie Fairbrass and Josh Birch, with Riley Bain and Jake Lehman watching on. Jesse Hammond running on rails with 4 to run. Adam Reynolds in second place. Back in third position, Xavier Crowe, who is half a lap behind Jesse Hammond. Fourth place is Millie Fairbrass, and back then to Josh Birch. 3 laps to go for our race leader, Jesse Hammond, car number 5. The immaculate little car doing great things out in front, and he will not be caught in a month of Sundays. Adam Reynolds in second, Xavier Crowe is third, no change. Fairbrass is next, and we've got 4 left because Josh Birch retires. Well, they're at 4 polar opposite ends of the racetrack, if that is possible. There's second and fourth on the back straight and the front straight. Now first and third on the back straight and the front straight. They couldn't be any further apart if the 4 of them tried. The most excitement is Ian Crowe has stood up and he's put the white flag out. There's 1 to go, and this Top Star Junior Sedan event has really petered out. Out of turn number 4 comes third place Xavier Crowe, whose window net is hanging on by a thread by the looks of it. And back then in fourth, Millie Fairbrass, but he's been the dominant driver all weekend. Jesse Hammond wins 6 of the 7 Junior Sedan events. In fact, he wins 7 of the 8 that have been conducted. Second goes the way of Adam Reynolds, Xavier Crowe and Millie Fairbrass. He won everything last night, ladies and gentlemen. He won 2 heats and the feature race tonight. Put your hands together for car number 5, Jesse Hammond, who wins the Top Star feature race. And he did it dominant performance, 5.2 seconds. Adam Reynolds second, Xavier Crowe and Millie Fairbrass. All the cars that finished. Unfortunately, a couple of the others succumbed. Josh Birch after 8, Riley Bain after 4, and Jake Lehman after 3. There's your winner. Not for the first time. It's Jesse Hammond in car number 5, your winner here tonight. As he comes into the front straight, put your hands together for Jesse Hammond. He'll go into victory lane as our junior winner tonight. Coming up next, it's a big one. 35 laps for the legend car, Cole Cup, the Collie bin hire. My goodness, this could be a race of attrition.
Moving on to the top stars. Third place tonight, Xavier Crow.
I'd like to thank Dan, Pop, Rob, Adele, everyone that helped with my car, all the volunteers tonight, and my sponsors, Surprise Meat Market, Jasmine Steel Fabrications, Trainees Injector Cleaning, yeah, and Mutual Pizza Bar.
So, second place tonight, one of our regular visitors, Adam Reynolds.
I'd like to thank Dad for the countless hours that he puts into the car, Mum for paying for everything. Good job to Xavier and Jesse and all the other competitors. Thanks, Collie, and my sponsors.
And so that leaves in first place tonight, young Jesse Hammond.
Yeah, just big thanks to Dad, Mum, Grandma, Pop, all my sponsors, and cheers to Collie Speedway.